This is an Atlas SD24 I got at a train show, Santa Fe clothes. Now I want to add a decoder to this because I do like Atlas, but it's a wee bit grindy. Now, I've only worked on a couple of Atlas locomotives before and I found them a wee bit complicated, so I'm really not looking forward to this. Hello YouTubes. Now, as you probably saw, it actually runs pretty decent. The wheels are nice and clean. I just think the inside is all dried up and it needs a good lubrication. But as I say, any Atlas locos I've worked on in the past have been overly complicated. Okay, let's get into it. So this is an older version. I don't know if that's good or bad. It cost me $50, which sounds like a lot, but I do like Atlas. So far they've all run exceptionally well. But as I say, I think this is an older version. Okay, let's get into it. I think we just pull the shell off by pulling it outwards. There's a couple of pins, a bit like some of the Atlas Blue box. I wonder if they're related. Yep, good. Okay, not quite the same as the Atlas Blue box. We don't have that bar going across the top. This is obviously quite old. I'm actually surprised it ran so well. I can see the gears in there are very dry, which is kind of what I predicted. Gigantic motor, which is really good. And we have positive negative pickups for the motor there, which is going to make it easy to convert to DCC when I add the decoder. We've got the power coming from the rear truck, those two red wires, power coming from the front truck, going to that side. So this is actually going to be a pretty easy job to convert. I'm just looking to see where I'm going to put the decoder, but that's not what we're doing today. Today we are just cleaning. So we have plastic support there and there. I'm not sure how they come out. They maybe just clip out, but I don't think I need to remove them. I really just want to get into the gearboxes, to be honest. So, how do we do that? Because that is nothing like I've seen before. I might not actually have to remove them, but I've said that before. Let's see, what's holding you in? You know what, I think I could just get a screwdriver in here and remove this cover, and then we won't actually have to take the trucks out, because if we can get the bottom cover off here, there's a little hole there and it says oil next to it, but I do actually want to get inside and give it a clean, and we've got access there for grease, so maybe don't have to dismantle. If we can get this off, let's see. Do you want to come off? Not really. I think it will come off that way, but you know, I might break it. Oh, that's starting to crack. There's also a little space there. What do you do? No, I don't like that either. Come on, don't be horrible to me. Can we do it this way? I wonder. Kind of looks like it would come off if I put a screwdriver down this hole. Oh yeah, that's the way to do it, and it'll be the same for the back. Yes, good. I'm glad I didn't go the whole hog and snap that. Quite a lot of gears, because we've got little idler gears in between, so it's not just the main worm gear there feeding all three. It goes to, there's a cog there which feeds that one, then an idler, then a wheel, then an idler, then another idler, another idler. My goodness, there's a lot of gears in here. Relatively clean, to be honest, so I might not even take them all out. Tell you what, I've gone this far, I might as well. But I'm going to get my parts tray, do this right. Look at the boring wheels without the trucks. They're just plain silver wheels. By trucks, I mean truck covers. Right, let me get my parts tray. I'm also going to get my foamy cradle. Keep it all nice and neat. Okay, power tray, where are you? There we go. So let us see. One wheel there, one wheel there, one wheel there. Try and keep them in order. So it's got the side wiper pickup things, which again are in pretty good condition. Not sure if that bit's supposed to move about there. It seems a bit loose. I'm not sure if it's broken or if it's... Nope, it's supposed to be like that, I believe. Let's just check. No, see, that one's quite solid. I don't think that is supposed to move. No, that's definitely broken there. Like, not absolutely sure if it's required, but we shall leave it in because it was working. Although, you know what? That might have been part of the noise. I wonder if we can get the other half off and glue it back together. Because I think this thing here is to stop this from flopping about too much. And if it's broken off, then it might just be vibrating. Not sure if that's going to come off without a fight. Oh, yes it is. Okay, so I'm going to glue this bit back to this bit, which glues on right there. Oh, that's going to be a horrible join. That might not work. We'll give it a shot though, but that will need clean because it's oily. So I'll clean that and glue that. There's a couple of little locating pins there and there where that slips on. So what I'll probably do is clean all this first, glue those two parts together, but immediately put them in place. Otherwise I might not line up these little pins properly. Okay, let's have a look at these gears then. Do you just pop out? Nope, that one's not going to pop out unless I separate the two halves, and I really don't want to take this truck apart. I will just make sure that I've got all the dirt out of the cogs or the teeth. So that's a bit of a process. So I'll bring you back. Yeah, none of these are going to come out unless I remove the truck. And I don't see the point. We've got access to all the gears, access to the worm gear. We can lube everything up. I just need to manually go around and clean these teeth. Right, while we're at it, now let's do one at a time. Let's not jump the gun. So I'll bring you back when all this is clean and we'll put it back together. Okay, that's cleaned up as best I can, and I've glued that back together. I couldn't actually glue the two sections. No glue I've got would work. I was trying super glue, I was trying Tamiya, but it must be made of some magical material. Anyway, I've actually just glued that section of plastic directly onto this. It'll just pop off if I ever have to replace it, which hopefully I never will. So as everything's cleaned, let's give it some lube, get it back together. So I'm going to get some super lube in all the gears. Goodness, there's a lot of gears. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 idler gears, if you like. Well, 5 idler gears and the big drive gear, plus of course the worm gear at the top. That's a lot of plastic gears. If this is too much grease, I will remove some, but I'll just spin that round. Oh, of course it's not going to turn the rest until I put all the wheels back in. Not sure why this is getting insulated wheel axle, because it doesn't drive anything. Just need to make sure we get all our isolators the right way around, because they have to be the opposite of the rear ones. Okay, got all the wipers in. Now we can turn it. Although there's no point, because they'll just pop out. Be a bit more than that bit. That bit. I'm going to try and find a little gap for a little dribble of oil on each axle, just a drip. And if I can get into all these little idler axles, there's one in there, that one down there. Okay, get the cover back on, and then we'll rotate the motor to get all that lube circulated. Clickety click, and we're in. Right, I'm going to spin one of the gigantic flywheels. Give it a head start. Okay, alright, I will get the other one done. Should be exactly the same. And I'll see you when that part's all done. Second truck clean and lubed. Okay, excellent. Oh, forgot to put just a bit of lube in that one. Bit in that side. And this side for some reason looks really dry, even though I'm sure I lubed that one. But it was bone dry. And that's pretty much all we're going to do. Look at that ancient little bulb. Don't worry, that will be getting replaced with LEDs when I do the decoding. So let's have a look at this actually. It's got one of those annoying light strips. However, that did actually work in the last decoder I just put a micro LED in there and it lit up that entire section all the way to the front. And I'll probably put a second one right beside it that might light up all the way to the back. You know, don't break it if it's not broken. I mean, don't fix it if it's not broken. You know what I'm trying to say. So I will slap this together. It just seems a bit easy. Surprisingly easy to work in the older stuff. Okay, that doesn't mean it's rubbish. Click there. Click there. Still turns. And we're done. Let me go and run it in, and I'll see you on the track when hopefully... Oh, there's one thing I forgot to do. Couplers suck. Oh. I don't know where this one came from. Did I have a spare coupler inside? Must have been from a previous job. Right, let me have a quick look at the coupler situation because it's horn hooks. You know what, let's not bother. Let's do the couplers when we put the decoder in. It's got those annoying plastic pins that hold the coupler in, so I'm going to have to get the knuckle couplers with the whiskers. In fact, like this, a Backman. The whiskers to go in there, because obviously I can't install a KD box in that. But that should work, although that diameter looks a bit big. Oh, anyway. Alright, I'll see you in the track. So the slow speed on this was okay, if a little jerky. Let's see if it's any better. And this is still DC, obviously. Still a wee bit jerky. I think the gears are just a wee bit too worn. I'm just getting really fussy in my old age. Let's try backwards. That's better. I wonder if DCC will help that a little bit. I do see a bit of cogging in that wheel right there. You probably won't see that. Just that one wheel seems to be a wee bit more erratic than the others. Okay, let's go for a trip around the layout, see if it's any quieter. We'll get up to cruising speed. be getting faster all by itself. Maybe that's the grease working its way in. Still a wee bit on the noisy side, but I think it kind of suits this logo, to be honest. It's a workhorse. But I don't think I improved it, unfortunately. But hopefully I did at least extend its life for a bit longer. Maybe it will get better over time. That has happened in the past with some locos that I've serviced. They do take like a week of random running throughout the day just to smooth everything in. Main thing is, it's running nice. Oh well, can't all be perfect. I will put a decoder on that in the next couple of days and you will see how it runs. It might be even better with a decoder, although that's not going to take away the gear grinding noise. I shall now add some freight. We'll do the victory lap and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Here is it. Get so much stuff in the track now.